Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. We are playing in the hardcore solo self-found league as a Ice Shot Deadeye, and today we're gonna run another tier 2 map, and it's gonna be the beach. And what better to find at the beach than a bunch of sea witches and their spawn, and on top of that we have less area of effect, which means increased monster pack size, and that's gonna be pretty fun. For the Legacystones, we will get Innovation, we will get Essence, and we will get the Tempest from before, hopefully without the Herald of Thunder built in, but maybe something a little bit more fun. So, let's get going.
A paradise, forever replenished by endless waves, teeming with life.
Wait, yeah, this is tier 2, so it's not 68, 69. So at this point, Legacystones, they are a little bit on the frustrating side. Because rather than enjoying them for how awesome they could be, you're constantly being confronted with the, yeah, your area level is just one level too high or too low or whatever, but it's not good enough, so you can't have fun. But by the way, we did consume the other two. So, let's see, we get Rogue Exile and 6 additional items. So let's throw that one out, get that one out, and just take it from a distance. There's one jumping frog that I don't really want to see in melee, so there you go. Yes. Just keep knocking them back in the sky. Works beautifully. Works beautifully. Perfect strategy for dealing with frogs. Just freeze them, then they plummet down to the earth, and then they won't hit you. Might need to sidestep them because they do have a little bit of a trajectory, so they will come down near to where you were, but definitely gives you a little bit more time to respond to them. So we get 4 feral rogue exiles. That's a nice prophecy that triggers. That's actually why the dude was there. On top of that, there's going to be a invadables somewhere. Outside of that, it should mostly be sea witches today. Very fun. They, of course, they resist cold, so... Oh, there are better matchups to have, because they are... No, they're just gonna take less damage, even though I have a boatload of resistance piercing and things like that. Normally that's a more damage multiplier, now it just reduces the negative impact of their resists. But on the other hand, doesn't really matter. So smaller AoE means, of course, the cone that we cast with the Ice Shot's secondary effect. The on-hit cone is going to be a bit smaller. On the other hand, as a Deadeye, we get a 50% increase to the area. So there's going to be a little bit of balancing, mitigating there. Hey, Oira, Zona, you don't have that penalty. Also, you actually... That's actually... does quite some damage. At some point, it's just better to keep shooting rather than running around, especially because he's got a really large AoE with that tornado shot. So trying to just keep him frozen seems like a better strategy than hit and run tactics here. Yep. Haven't really sorted through the loot drops from the previous episode. Gonna do that after this. Figured, yeah, let's just get one more map in for the night. But yeah, it's once you start playing with this character, it's You just keep going. It is really fun. It's a pretty active build. Especially now that monsters are... Oh, blah. Stop sparking. Right. Something somewhere is being annoying. And there's multiple somethings being annoying here. Who is it? Tinefin High Dove. Yeah, you are. Okay, gotcha. And then we'll just pick up the other items and it's gonna be good. Cool. But yeah, especially that our defenses are slowly getting better, but we're never ever gonna be tanky with this build. Enemies do a lot of damage, and the best way to deal with it, of course, seems to be just not get hit. Last episode, I did quite some, or no, actually 2 episodes ago, I actually did quite some dancing around. In order to not get hit. Last episode as well, actually, with those void balls, those void frost bolts.
Gold without.
Ah,
Gold
nice.
within.
Blah.
Blood comes in many colors.
Storm Heralds. Okay, just shush you up. Good. But no, I got a comment from a viewer as well. Oh, the whole strategy with the ranger is, especially against ranged foes, no, you shoot, you move, you shoot, you move. So even if they're trying to shoot at your current position, you're trying to never be there where you were when they aimed, so they just don't hit you. There. That really was too close for comfort. So again, a fight like this with the Rogue Exile there. You don't want to be where they are when they shoot. On the other hand, it's really difficult to use the terrain here to my advantage. Upside as I'm shooting up, but also my life flasks are empty. I'm actually just going to simply use a portal here to refill my flasks, because this is just too dangerous otherwise. Oh, we have enough portals still. Okay. There you are. Jeez, that's a lot of curses that were coming my way. And we got him. Got her. I think Antali sounds more like a female name. Okay, there's some Kale stuff going on here, and there's another one. Flicker Strike. Yeah, you know what? I don't like you, but I think we've already established that. Armios. Oh, stop flitting about. Okay, gotcha. Good, we got you. So those are all the Rogue Exiles. Well, there's one thing you can say. Rogue Exiles, they are actually interesting to fight. They used to be pretty much shruggable. Is that a word? Ignorable? Yeah, let's go with ignorable. Oh, just a free chance for some slightly improved loot drops, but not really all that impressive. Now, there's actually rogue exiles that are pretty interesting that you really want to just take into account. And they're actually interesting mini-boss fights. Exactly the way you want it to be. No, just a map run should just be full of excitement. And oh, the Legacystones, they definitely add that. I mean, if I'm doing a Dried Lake run now with 3 Legacystones, and I get some warbands, and I get some invader bosses, and so one other thing, then that's going to be one action-packed Dried Lake run, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. It's almost as fun as mapping without actually having the variety of running different areas all the time. But no, if you then add all the things that you can currently do with maps, there's a lot of interesting things now. You get prophecies, you have the Legacystones, you have the map modifiers, then you have the actual maps themselves. So there's just, and of course then there are the Zana mods. You can add spiders to your map now. Well, I think that's kind of become the laughing joke about it. Yeah, not entirely sure what it's all about. But of course, most of the old Zana mods, they used to tie in with leaks, what basically are the Legacystones now, because there were just no leaks in the mod. Buyable Legacystones. Now you just get them for free. Blah. That's probably gonna be the, yeah, Kajiki, you are an invader boss, so a totem that invades is kind of creative, because how would a totem move? But of course the interesting bit here is still, there's just so much stuff happening. And maybe my experience of this is completely different due to the fact that I'm playing this about as underpowered as I could possibly be. I mean, my weapon is from normal and, well, it's an evasion life build with less than 4,000 life. That's, so I don't really have a defensive base, and then I'm not compensating for it with a increased offensive either. But it's fun. I'm having a lot of fun. And I notice I have been talking for way too long at a time now. Because of course, I think before I actually started running maps tonight, I played, I think I did like Dried Lake runs and master missions and things like that for about an hour and a half. But I record those locally and I'm just talking all the time. So let's clear things out here and then we finish up with the boss fight. Well, on the other hand, if I look at it, it's been 13 minutes for this run so far. Well, for me, map runs, they take about 15 to 20 minutes. So, or 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how long things go. And if you consider, we had 4 Rogue Exile, we had an Invader boss. So we have had basically 5 mini boss fights already. And now we're gonna go into the arena with the actual boss and get that filthy poison away from me. Actually doesn't really matter, because either we make it or not. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, note to self. Open up with Vile Lightning Trap. It's pretty good. Also, yeah, that. Killed by the Tempest actually. That's a nice touch. That's a very nice touch. But there we have it. The beach. 2 monsters remaining. For some reason I often end up with exactly 2 monsters remaining. Those are the 2 lucky duckies. But that said, we have survived yet another map and I had a good time. So I'm gonna be sorting through my loot now and I'll see you again next time. So as always, thank you very much for watching. See you next episode. Bye bye.